New time, new changes. There's some definite positive plans that we're rolling out.
I loved it actually when it was kind of announced. I think someone was like, you're part of the furniture anyway, which is nice. Building that rapport with kind of everyone. You know, actually I'm here now. I'm going to be here till 4 or 5 p.m. today. Let's bring them in. Let's do a couple of small group sessions. SuperCare.
And contracted.
Yeah, we're here.
Bit of a change, bit of a move from being that external company to contracted with SuperCare while still doing some bits through the external company as well. New time, new changes. There's some definite positive plans that we're rolling out at the moment and setting up, which will be exciting.
We knew it was something that we've been exploring. We've been, you know, we are in there with the homes. We've got that relationship with a lot of the management team, and I loved it actually when it was kind of announced. I think someone was like, you're part of the furniture anyway, which is nice. But yeah, we're here. We are officially from March going to be SuperCare employees.
Yeah.
As part of their in-house trainers, and actually for SuperCare that's such a positive step. They're going to have their team. Yeah,
and still doing what we love, that learning and development, as I always call it. Like developing the teams, I think will be probably the biggest positive from this, like developing those team members to come on board and help to deliver some training where they've got a specialist area. You know, how many staff have got really direct skills that maybe we're not utilising enough at the moment.
And being in the homes, like working across the homes, spending our time sharing, you know, sort of being there with the managers, being in the thick of it.
Yeah.
You know, that buzz from being with, you know, we're both excited about being in the house, and I think we're probably most excited about being in the houses. And I know, you know, from my time that actually I've really found that valuable, and I think I've been able to feed that back even when we were working externally, to say actually I'm really aware of what's going on in here, so they need this. There's a group of adults that will need this specific training, and this is the reason why. And I think that's just going to add that layer to it. You know, they come to us anyway, we speak to them, but actually being in one home, knowing that, okay, brilliant, Emma's going to be here this day, that's great, can we draw you off to get some information, or Charlie's going to be there, and actually for us working together and not spending all day on the phone
whilst travelling or reflecting at the end of it, actually having a bit more time to do some bits.
And just streamlining everything a little bit. And I think the induction has always been really valuable. I think bringing people in, but actually looking at some of the ways we're going to structure that, trialing that, and then just kind of, like you said, bringing out those individual skills of some of the adults that are working. I think it's going to be really powerful. The therapy team as well, just kind of drawing everything in.
Yeah, all of those skills. And I think it will be a bit more planned rather than ad hoc and all over. I think people will really know what they're getting, or when they're getting training, for example, rather than you got training Wednesday this week, it might be Thursday next week, Friday. You know, it'll be more structured, which I think will be really positive.
Yeah, and because I think we're in there, we'll be able to work more closely with the managers to plan that. So, you know, at the moment, like you said, we might say, right, okay, Charlie, you're going to go to London on Thursday, but actually that might not be working, and they're having to work around us. Whereas now we're going to be working with them really closely. We can actually, we're planning to be here this day, we'll move it.
Yeah.
Having some space to train is always great as well. And I think that area is,
I think for me, it's those one-to-one sessions as well, which are going to be, you know, really a benefit to whether it's managers or the pod leaders or the senior coaches or coaches, that actually we will have more time to spend having those one-to-ones. You know, the other week someone came and said, what, you know, how would you deal with this, or what would you do in this situation, or can you give me some ideas and suggestions, and being able to spend time really looking closely at those individual things and saying, what about this, let's have a look at this, let's, you know,
we've got this suggestion, like, here you go, we can get this in place, or we can change this, or we can split, you know, actually I'm here now, I'm going to be here till 4 or 5 p.m. today. Let's bring them in, let's do a couple of small group sessions, and that reflective practice, supporting with that, and just kind of knowing their schedules, building that rapport with kind of everyone.
Yeah.